So we've probably all had this happen where you take the key, put it in the car, nothing, won't start. So we'll show you kind of why this happens a little bit, at least on this car, and how to jump it. So we could jump it to get it started, but if you look down here at this battery terminal, look at all that corrosion. I think that's probably because it's not getting a good connection. So we need to clean that battery terminal up and make sure it's getting a good connection. And look at this, I can actually move the battery terminal, so that's pretty loose. So we need to tighten that, and that's probably also one reason why there's corrosion, is because how loose it is. And even on the ground side, this connection here is loose. I can, wow, even slide it off and on. So that needs tightened as well. So we'll go ahead and loosen up this battery terminal here. Just make sure it doesn't touch any other metal or ground. So we can just kind of get in there and clean everything up and make sure we're getting a good connection. There we go. And we'll go ahead and loosen up the ground. So this will come off. They make a special tool for cleaning the battery terminals, but just some 80 grit sandpaper works great. So you just want to make sure both of these are nice and clean. And I've squared both of these up and they look pretty good. But it's also a good idea just to take a rag and wipe down the battery, because there's actually a charge kind of going between. If your battery is dirty, then that's kind of going to be like a parasitic power, and it'll slowly drain your battery over time. So just wipe this off and kind of clean it up. You probably wouldn't expect that dirt would actually drain your battery, just having a dirty battery, but that actually does create a power draw, and slowly your battery will die. So we'll take some of the sandpaper, roll it up, and then we can get it inside of this terminal and just clean this out. So this looks nice and clean now, and let's do the same thing over here to the positive terminal. So at Harbor Freight they have a battery terminal cleaner for a few bucks, but still haven't gotten one. Maybe someday we'll get one, but the sandpaper sure works fine for now. So if you don't want it to arc, put the positive on first, then you can go and put the negative terminal on, and then we'll tighten both of these up. Just always be careful not to let this touch the terminal and any other piece of metal. Right there. And this one. Hopefully this will actually tighten up on the battery terminal and we don't need to get a battery shim. And that looks like it's tightening up on the terminal itself. That's good. There we go. So now we have both battery terminals on here, and they're both nice and tight. So this is a good connection now. So we can go ahead and put some, like this rubber piece back over here. Just like that, if we can even get it to fit. There we go. So now the battery's all ready to go ahead and try starting. So without any charging or jumping, we'll see if that fixed it, see if it'll start. We were close, but not quite there, so we'll have to jump it. Now we can go ahead and jump it, and once we jump it, we are gonna have to charge it with the actual battery charger, but we just need to get this started, and then the alternator will also charge the battery. So we'll just connect this up, just like that. And I think we'll turn this here to on, and then try to start the car. So now with the jumper cables on, we're gonna try to start it. Nice. Now let's go ahead and take off the jumper cables. Now we can turn this off and take off the battery terminals, and the car is started. So we'll let the alternator charge the battery, but then once we're done, we'll go ahead and take this charger and make sure the battery's topped off from where it should be. So we'll have this just charge the battery up until it's all the way topped off, and then we'll be ready to get this back on the road. So I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.